Foxdrop, welcome back to another Spectate gameplay. Today we are spectating the king of the jungle, Tarzan. Absolutely pun intended. Genuinely the best solo queue jungler in the world right now. How can I say that? Well, take a look at his win rates. Bloody hell. Incredible. He's rank 1 right now with a 72% win rate. 1.3k LP on the Korean Challenger ladder is actually ridiculous. And look at that Talia win rate. 90%. 90% win rate on Talia. That's actually crazy. So that's what we're going to be spectating today, learning how he does it and all that stuff too. So that we can become better players ourselves. Something like that. So first things first, here are your runes on Talia. Pretty standard. If you've been watching my channel, you'll know that I play Talia a lot. This is more or less what I run. Except he's on Ghost Poro. A lot of Korean junglers are putting a bit more emphasis on that Ghost Poro. And it's just, it gives you that ability to scout yourself out in that early game. So you can't get cheesed by any kind of jungle pathing. So he's protecting his top side while starting bot side. And then he can also get that extra damage as well when he puts it inside that enemy jungle. Now the first thing I actually want to show you here isn't specifically with Tarzan. I want to show you something that happens with his enemy jungler. I don't know who this guy is specifically. Hencall apparently. But I want to show you what he does. So this is Hencall. Some other Korean challenger jungler. Now what this guy does, he starts at bot lane with a leash and then goes to the bot side scuttle crab. Now Camille is one of these champions. Koreans love playing Camille in high-low solo queue in general. She's really popular, but especially in Korea because she fights a lot and she's good from level 2. So what Camille does here is Camille takes his crab. She's good at that single target clear, so clears in general kind of crap. So if you can get that crab, it's really important. And then this is the important thing here. So because Tarzan is showing top, because Tarzan knows that Camille is bot side. Because this is warded, right? This area is warded just like this is warded on the top side. It's a really standard ward in high-low. Important for the reason you're seeing here. So Talia's gone for this. Tarzan on Talia's gone for this level 2 gank top side. And right now, this guy has a decision. He can either keep clearing and just hope that his Fiora survives. Or he can do what he is going to do. And actually bomb it to this top side. So he's going to go and give some support here, which forces these guys to back away because they know that he's here. They know, he walked over the Ghost Pro right here as well. He keeps on the invade as well too. And if this woman perhaps not as good a jungler as Tarzan, maybe you would have caught the Talia here. But either way, he's putting pressure here, and it's all about this, guys. It's all about protecting your teammates, having good map awareness. If this Camille doesn't have good map awareness, doesn't see that Tarzan is around there, he won't be able to do any of this stuff. So that's good, and it gets even better here as well. So he has an idea right now that Tarzan's around this area because, you know, he walked down here with all that lovely business. And so then when this Rise Bloom comes down and this, he actually dodges out of it with his hook shot and goes aggressive here. Now this is what's really impressive, is because most people in this scenario wouldn't even be fighting this. They'd be going for their own blue buff because why not? It's up. But he decides to go for the aggressive play. He's Camille, so he's really good at fighting at this stage of the game. And he actually picks himself up 2 kills there, which is honestly, that's really good. That's really good. And on a champion like Camille, you want to snowball here, you can secure the second skull crab as well, so you get both crabs, whereas Tarzan gets 0. And it's just like, it's that little decision there to decide to actually look for the aggressive play in case it is there. Take that fight against Tarzan because you know that you can win it, and it works. And if it works against literally the best solo queue jungler in the world right now, Tarzan, then it's going to work in your games as well. So Tarzan needs to get level 3 here, which it does, going for the Gromp. At this early level, the single target is much better than the AoE from Talia, so he's going to go for that one. And he's actually going to look for that cheeky dive in the bot lane. You can see here, if he gets a good seismic shove, there's a good amount of harass going down, and that's a free gank right there. Doesn't necessarily need to get summoners, and this is something that you'll see the more high-elo games you watch, is it's not just about getting kills and kind of tangible results from ganks. A lot of it is the pressure you generate, chunking people's health down, all that kind of thing. Talia also protects his bot lane by being in that scenario right there. And again, this is another situation where he is protecting his mid laner because they see the Camille come down here on the ward. Jax is also moving down here too. That's a bit of a generous seismic shove hitbox, but either way, goes to that aggressive play, gets the assist, starts getting back into this game. And again, Wolfcamp is up here. He could have very easily come out of spawn, done his grump, done his wolves, and just gone bam, 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 bam. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. But he just decides not to do that. He takes his grump. As soon as he hits 3, he goes bot, gets a gank there, uses his map, goes top, gets a gank here. Like, he's just... It's just not all about farming, guys. It's not all about farming. But at the same time, you do not want to underfarm. If you're in doubt, I would say just farm a jungle camp. But I think what we should take away from this, at this stage of the game at least, is using your map. You don't have to spend a lot of time ganking. He's not running around achieving nothing. You don't have to go crazy on it. You can just do some things here and there. And you don't... It's still a good idea to do that. You don't have to prioritize the farming. But just make sure that you're not sitting around trying to overforce something that's not going to work for you. Which isn't the case, obviously, here. Because it does work for him. And now he's getting back into the game here. So he's got that 2 assists, which is brilliant stuff. Because he had that really bad start onto the Camille, who is now hard out farming him as well. And the Dark Seal Blue Smite. This is what this guy does every single game. Tarzan, he's getting this Dark Seal. Legitimately, every single game he'll go for this Dark Seal. And here we go. Another gank is happening in this bot side. And the Camille's are doing a good job here to get this aggressive play going. But it's not... Oh. That's an absolute full-on Craigasm. But I'm not sure... Oh, and he flash smites to get the 3rd kill. Let's see that again in slow motion. Holy moly. Here he is. He's coming in. He's coming in. What looks like a clean 2-man kill. Gank here. Oh, the double seismic shove onto the unraveled earth. And Even's going to get the cheeky flash blue smite to finish it off for a triple kill at 7 minutes. But again, guys, I'm going to sound like a broken record here a little bit. But I think it's important to say, because you really want to take this away, right, from watching this stuff. We want to learn some things here. And I think it's really important. He did his blue buff. His grunt was up. His walls are up. Does he kill him? No. He has a sneaky suspicion that Camille is going bot side, so there he goes. He shows up around there. And look what he gets for himself. And again, more map wins. I didn't even see that, because I was too busy talking to you guys. But still, he's always got his eyes peeled on that mini-map, guys. Always got the eyes peeled on that mini-map. And being in the right place at the right time is so valuable as a jungler in solo queue. And Tarzan is really good at doing it. Hence him being the best solo queue jungler in the game. Crazy. And he's got a 90% win rate on this champion. 90%. Imagine having a 90% win rate on anything, let alone rank 1 in Korean Challenger. Ridiculous. 9 stacks on that Dark Seal is nothing to sniff at. It's pretty good. So what he's going to look to do here is just farm up a little bit more. If we take a look at the gold totals here as well, he's going to be able to get his Runic Echoes soon. And that's important because that's such a huge spike for Taliyah in general. If you have that Runic Echoes, your clears become so much faster, your damage as well. And now he's looking for a cheeky gank in this top side right now. And so Jax is going to go aggressive, and Taliyah's going to play off of this one right here. Now, he's not actually going to be able to get anything right... Oh, or is he? You know what? He is. Because he's going to walk up to someone and kill them. They even had the flash. She even has flash. It's not enough. That's crazy. I thought that was not going to happen. But hey, what do I know? So keep your eyes put on the minimap. Oh, nothing happening here. How about we just take the blue buff instead? Or maybe there is something happening here instead. No, there isn't. Let's just take the blue buff. But again, you can see Tarzan's aware of this stuff. Nothing happens in this game that Tarzan is not aware of. Gets that blue buff for free. TB coming into that top side. He's feeling it. He's feeling cheeky here. And Jax might be able to bait this one, but Fiora really shouldn't go aggressive here. Unless this is a baited gank herself, Fiora should not be here at all. She's just a bit too far forward. Doesn't get the riposte on the Jax stun. Does riposte the follow-up from Tarzan, but it's not enough because she's going to get chunked out. And that sucks. That is the worst death for her right there. Oh my goodness, Camilla's going to die here as well, isn't she? Come on, lads. You're Korean challengers. You can't do this. Well, I mean, I guess you can. But you're not going to win if you do it. But dying in that situation with the TP, it sucks so bad because now you just lose all of that farm. And they get the first blood tower from that one as well. So beautiful stuff going on there. Sees the opportunity to go for that gank. Takes it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And now we can work more towards these objectives. The Cloud Dragon here. Not the most valuable dragon in the game, but it's still pretty decent. And just constantly... Ooh! What the hell? I didn't even know you could do that. That was cheeky. Alright, nice. Do round. Nice, bruh. Nice. Skip forward a little bit here. More pressure going down. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. No mercy. Zero mercy here from Tarzan. Just getting everything. And actually, this is a bit surprising here. She's going to go for this tower defense. Now, this seems quite aggressive here. I think this tower is probably already dead, but he fancies it. What's he going to do here? Alright, so Camille jumps in. Saves the seismic shove, not for the aggressive play, but for the defensive one, which is smart. Does actually save this tower. I'm actually really surprised that he saves that tower, and he's going to get 2 kills. If that were me, I just would not have even looked topside. I would have just gone and cleared his bot side jungle. I don't know. I just would never have thought about doing that. This guy, but just look at the way he moves as well. Like, he's always moving through the enemy jungle. He just spent time in the spot side jungle. He just spent time there, and then he ran topside and he just ran through the enemy jungle as well. Again, topside. So he went bot side into topside. Like, he spends a lot of time in that enemy jungle. Even if he's just walking through it, you know. Even if he's just walking through it, he gets so much information by doing that. If he's not just getting information, he can also get the actually get the camps and start denying that away from the enemy jungler, who's now level 8 to Tarzan's level 10. You can see that CS discrepancy as well. It's definitely something. And here we go. So Weaver's Wall, smart position here to block off the escape from the Vayne and the Rakan. Not much to be done there. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Oh man, this game's donezo. This game is donezo, boys. It's not happening. Skip forward a little bit here. How much longer do we have this game? Not too long, surprisingly. 7, 1, and 8. This guy's been around basically every single lane. A crazy kill participation there. 15 out of 19. He has influenced literally every single lane, and it's just been crazy for him. I don't know what to say. He's actually level 11 at 14 minutes is actually really high as well for a jungler, and it's just he just completely takes over this game from the early game. Now, if you're wondering, maybe something like, okay, so what does this guy do when he doesn't smash the game? Well, he doesn't not smash games. I mean, if you want to look at his match history here, most of his games, especially on Talia, are 20 minutes or less. I'll just quickly go through some of his games for you. So, let's look here. 15-minute victory, 18-minute victory, 15-minute victory, 20-minute and 54 seconds victory, 20-minute, 16 seconds victory, and 28 minutes. 28 minutes is the longest one I can see in his match history. It's another 15-minute down there. 19 minutes, 21 minutes, 15 minutes. Like, he just destroys the early game, and destroying the early game as a jungler is like so important. Obviously, I mean, that sounds stupid, but you can see how he does it as well. Like, if we're going to draw like a top 3 from this video, guys, that you should take away into your solo queue games, the top 3 I would say is, number 1, use farming the jungle camps as like a mean to an end. So best examples of this are when he did bot side ganks. He took the Gromp, but didn't take his walls, because Gromp gave him the level 3. That was the means to the ends. Level 3, you get your third ability unlocked, and then he looked for the gank. Another example was when he ganked bot side the other time and got level 5 off of taking his blue buff. Didn't fall clear, his Gromp and his walls were up, didn't fall clear at all. Went to that bot side, went for the counter gank, and then picked himself up a triple kill, which is crazy. A second thing I will say is, don't be afraid to only look for lanes that you think you can get a kill or like a summoner from. He did a gank in this game where he just pressured the gank and chunked someone down, but also while you're doing that, yes, you're not getting summoners, yes, you're not getting kills, but you are putting pressure down on the map. You're making your laner's life 10 times easier, and you're protecting your laners as well. So just in general, it's a really useful thing to do as a jungler. But if you're not going to get something out of it, don't dedicate loads of time to it. Just swing by, maybe try and get something and then walk away. Don't go hard on these ganks or anything like that. And the last thing I will say is going for the lanes that you think have the best setup. We saw quite a few times going for the play with the Jax in the top lane, engaging with the counter strike, and then following up with her own things as well. The Aurelia too, that she was getting some good ganks off, because Aurelia has really good gank setup as well, good stun, and she can follow up loads of damage too. So didn't actually really go bot lane much at all this game. She went a few times like counter and stuff like that, but I think like the 3 times she went in bot lane, one was just a harass, which wasn't getting a kill. The second one was the counter gank, which had nothing to do with her lane. It was just, there were 3 kills sitting there for her. And the last one was that time when she could use the Weaver's Wall. which, yeah, you saw what happened there, and by that time the game was over. So those are the things I would suggest taking away. But obviously, change doesn't happen overnight, guys. I think that, yeah, this guy's just a ridiculous. He's just a ridiculous player, but. Yeah, hopefully you can learn some things from watching him as well. So thanks so much for watching. Cheek thumbs up if you like. Subscribe to me for more League of Legends content. It's goodbye from me. I would say goodbye from Shadwell, but he's somewhere else. But I'm sure he wishes you goodbye anyway. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day, and I will see you in my next video.